Hey everybody. So I was on this morning live, first thing this morning, and did a video. I was really drawn when I woke up. I have my sage burning here if you see it up in the air. I was really drawn to come on first thing this morning because I kept hearing from my angels that someone needed to ask a question, and there were some important questions that came through. So I'll try to do that from time to time, do a live video when I first get up. Now I'm going to start to do the monthly videos that I talked about doing. So today's monthly video, today's the first day of Libra. So I thought I would start with doing a Libra video. I'd like you to, first please, if you could subscribe down below, if you could like my video with a thumbs up, that would be great. And if you can put a comment, even better. That way video makers through YouTube will realize that this is an important channel and keep me going and keep me building. So I would really appreciate your help with that. Thank you. I also have a button down below that has my website because I do private readings. It's my living. And you can definitely put the camera down a little bit so you can see me shuffling. So I do offer private readings, and you can go to my website at northernlights.one, and you can go on and there's a phone number and so forth where you can reach me to set that up. I like to talk face-to-face or in the telephone, not just by email, so you get an immediate answer on setting up readings. So I'm shuffling the deck. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck today for Libra, and we're going to set it up with a free card pull and see what we get for the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month for Libra. Okay, I'm going to see if any cards fall out, anything that wants to specifically come out for Libra when we're talking. If you could share this video, that would be great. I'm trying to grow this channel so it helps more people. And the more that I get comments and thumbs up and subscribes, etc., the more that they will boost my video. So I really appreciate your help in doing that and getting this out to more people. Okay, let's see what we see for Libra. Beginning, the middle, and the end of October. And for the entire month, I have the signifier of the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. It's a card of truth. The Queen of Swords sits in her throne, and she has her hand out as if like she's welcoming people. She's welcoming people to come in. So the theme for the month for you really is about truth, Libra. It's really about, and I know you're the card of justice. You're the card of the balance of the scales. And that's the sign that represents you in Libra. And that's basically what this queen is saying. You are the Queen of Swords. You are the person of truth. You are the person that people come to for fairness and for judgment. So she's definitely ready to face the month of October. The swords sometimes can be cutting through kind of the bull that people might put out there. So you're really aware of what's happening around you. The Queen of Swords is usually very, very majestic, very bright, sits on her throne, knows what she wants, knows what she's going to do, doesn't let anyone stand in her way. And I really feel like for the month of October, Libra, this is really good for you. Okay? So let's look at the beginning of the month and see what we get. We got another swords card. We got the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is an interesting card because this is telling you that you somehow emotionally, you see the water below. You're emotionally bound. And you're thinking a lot about, just like the Queen of Swords was doing, is she was thinking a lot about what's going to happen this month and how to answer in her truth. And that's what you're discerning as well. If you look at the cloth that's bound her and the cloth that's around her eyes, she's surrounded by the swords. She might have come from this area behind her where she was way up and had to climb this steep mountain to get where she's going. Or this may be, and because the swords are behind her, it makes me think that that's already behind her. She's going to move forward. The cloths that bind her are very loosely binding her. She could get out of them if she wants to. And Libra, this is a time to use your queen strength and to get out of these ties that bind you. Maybe you feel stuck in a contract. Maybe you feel stuck in a relationship and you can't get out. You might be feeling that you don't have enough money to go around. But either way, the swords are there and can be manipulated. Okay, you notice they only come a little bit up on one side. They don't totally surround her. So she does have a way to escape over here. She does have a way to get out of this bind. She does have a way to get out of the contract or the relationship or whatever is standing in her way. She just needs to unwind the cloths that are so loosely binding her and open her blindfold so she can see clearly. And I think that's at the beginning of the month, that's what you might be finding. We have Mars in Aries right now, which is a really, it's a tough sign. Mars is at home in Aries. That's its sign, but it's a malefic sign. It's Mars is all about war and injustice and anger and frustration and anxiety. And that's for the collective that every single sign is feeling right now. And that's why we're feeling so much of that unrest and uneasiness in the world right now. Why we have all the issues with climate change, the forest fires, the hurricanes that are coming in, etc. So this is definitely a time of for Libra that can affect you as a cardinal sign. The Mars in Aries really affects the cardinal signs more than any other sign, and Libra is one of those cardinal signs. So it's definitely a month that you are going to need to be the queen. You need to be in control, on the throne, know what it is you want. And this card at the beginning of the month, is telling us that there is a way for you to get out of a situation you're not happy being in. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, if you find in October that there is something that's bothering you, you can get out of it. Okay, you just need to take action. The second card is the Magician. Beautiful, higher reality. This is a card of manifestation. The infinity sign is above his head. He has all of the different modalities or signs on his plate here. He has the pentacle, he has the cup, he has the sword, he has a wand right here. So he has everything at his fingertips. It's easy for you in the middle of the month to really pay attention to, just putting this back, and let me put this down a little bit more so you can see. I'll move it back a little bit here. There you go. There's the Queen. And here's your first card. Okay. So this is a manifestation card. This is a card where you can bring in what it is you want at the middle of the month. Maybe you're working tirelessly at the beginning of the month to get out of this contract or this relationship or something that you feel bound to. And you finally get out and you realize, gee, I'm out of this now, and I can definitely make my own way, make my own decisions, really manifest abundance if you'd like abundance, manifest abundance in health, in wealth, in prosperity, in kindness, in love. Whatever it is you wish to manifest, you'll be able to do so at the middle of the month, okay? So put that card down here, and towards the end of the month, you have the Page of Swords. Pages are often messengers. They're younger people in our lives sometimes, but another sword, which is interesting that you've pulled up 3 swords. You pulled up the Queen of Swords as a signifier. You pulled up the 8 of Swords at the beginning of the month, and now you're pulling up the Page of Swords. The Truth. Look, he's standing on a hill, so he's got a little bit of a challenge at the end of the month. The water and the emotions around him are a little bit rough. So maybe this could be an altercation with somebody either at work or in your family, somebody that you're standing on the ready, you're not engaging, but which would be the Knight where you're moving forward, but you're standing on the ready as the Page, and you're available. How you react though really will determine whether or not this becomes an actual fight or conflict, or if it becomes something that's just easy for you to walk away from and easy to say, okay, I'm not going to let this person get under my skin. And I think that's a really important piece that you need to pay attention to, okay? Is that you have the goal for the final outcome. Remember, you have the Magician here for the middle of the month. You've already started to manifest exactly what you want, okay? And now you're going to pay attention to the messages that come into you and the things that you need to address. So I find it to be a really strong card for you. It's a really good month with all 4 of these cards. It's a month about truth for you. It's a month about really coming into the realization of who you are. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy month, okay? I would say, if anything, it's going to be a month that kind of questions you. Questions, not you per se, I shouldn't have said it like that, but questions your what you choose, what you desire, what you want to have happen. Follow the Magician, okay? Follow the Magician and get your reality answered. Get what it is you're asking the universe for answered. And remember, you have your guardian angels that you can always ask for help. They're sitting by the side. Everyone has 2 guardian angels, 2 or 3 guardian angels, and they're sitting and waiting for you to ask for help. That's their job in life, is to be around you and to help you. But if you don't ask them, you have free will and they're not going to come around. So make sure you ask them if you find you need it. With all these swords you met in the reading, you may find that you need a little bit of help in the beginning, getting out of this contract, getting out of this relationship that's bad or not healthy for you, or could be toxic, or allowing you to really stand out. Okay, so these are all really cards of action, I would have to say, Libra, for the month for you. And remember, we're still until November 13th on the influence of Mars in Aries. And because we're under that influence, it definitely means that you will have to take notice. You will have to stand on ground, and you would have to pay attention. The more I think about it, I really would like to draw a signifier or another card. I'm going to get a different deck here to draw a card for the Eight of Swords, you being in binds, and what this is about. If this is about a relationship, that this is about a career, what exactly is this about? And I'm using the Light Seers deck, which I really love, by Chris Ann. Beautiful pictures, beautiful characterization. I love how she portrays each of the cards in this tarot deck. So I want to draw a card to clarify here this. So I've got the King of Swords. So interesting. So this card particularly could mean that a relationship, since I have a man who's standing here in a relationship. Also a sword, okay? And this deck particularly always brings up swords with crows, which is fascinating. But he's holding his sword down as if, okay, he's already made the decision, or you've already made the decision, and you know how you need to move forward. Again, look at the mountains in the background, the same as the mountains in this card that we're clarifying. Wiseness, though. Use your judgment. Trust your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. And you'll be in good standing. But I feel this decision and getting out of the middle of this could be getting out of the middle of a relationship you're maybe not happy with. That's what the clarifier is telling me. Okay, for some of you, it could mean that you just have a chance to sit down and talk to somebody about the relationship and maybe improve it. But some of you, it may be time to move on. It could be a toxic relationship and you need to get out. But I don't see a fight. I see that this is a conversation, the way he's sitting calmly and the way the sword is pointed down. So that's a good thing. So I feel like the conversation is overdue and it's time for you guys to really sit down and take a look at it. So that's those are your signs for the month of October, and we'll be doing still our daily signs every day, Libra. So I hope you join us every day to get your sign for the day, and also get your daily dose of Reiki if you stay to the end. And like I said, if you could subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment for me if you have any questions specifically about the month of October, Libras, and I'll be happy to answer the questions for you right in the replies. And you can also look at my website, and there's a place to send me an email if you'd like to send me an email, or if you'd like to set up an appointment, you can call me. Of course, there's also donations of love if anyone would like to donate to help me buy new equipment and cards, etc. And I really appreciate your feedback on the channel. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on our daily dose. Thank you. Bye-bye.